From a Democrat known for yelling at her team to a hard-right sheriff with militia ties, this could be one of California's consequential governor's race. Voters are staring down a ballot full of big names, big egos, and even bigger baggage. So who's leading? What dirt are they hiding? And what would it actually mean if California flipped red for the first time in decades? Let's break it down. First up, meet the Democrats. Starting strong is Katie Porter. She made headlines grilling CEOs with a whiteboard and went viral for calling out corporate greed. But behind the scenes, staffers say she's a nightmare boss. Accusations of verbal abuse, toxic culture, even leaked footage of her cursing at aides. And yet she's polling strong with progressives, riding the tough truth teller image hard. Next, Xavier Becerra, the former California Attorney General and Biden's health secretary. He's got experience, but not without controversy. As Attorney General, he was slammed for resisting police transparency. At HHS, he was accused of being MIA during key parts of the pandemic. He's positioning himself as the steady hand California needs. Then there's Betty Yee, former state controller and current vice chair of the California Democratic Party. Less flashy, more behind the scenes, but even she's not squeaky clean. During her time overseeing the state's finances, questions were raised about ballooning budgets and whether enough was done to flag wasteful spending. On the red side, things get even spicier. So meet the Republicans. First, we have Chad Bianco, the Riverside County Sheriff, is going full law and order. But here's the twist. He admitted to once being a dues-paying member of the far-right militia group, the Oath Keepers. His department's under DOJ investigation over excessive force and inmate deaths. And yes, he's actively trying to repeal California's sanctuary laws and boost cooperation with ICE. Love him or hate him, he's the MAGA candidate for California. And then there's Steve Hilton, former Fox News host, former advisor to UK Prime Minister David Cameron. Now, he wants to be California's disruptor-in-chief. Think of him as the British Elon Musk with a political grudge. But his past rants, conspiracy flirtations, and zero government experience could be a tough sell statewide, even for Republicans. But if Hilton or Bianco can't crack through the state's deep blue firewall, then the odds are we'll be waking up to another Democratic governor. So what does that actually mean for California? If a Democrat wins, expect more of California's progressive playbook, stronger sanctuary protections, more aggressive climate policies, and housing reforms aimed at affordability, even if it ruffles local feathers. Now, what if a Republican somehow pulls off a win? It'll be a political earthquake. ICE cooperation could come roaring back. Sanctuary laws, gone. Homelessness and crime would become key law enforcement priorities. With tougher policing and fewer reform programs, developers would get more freedom, regulations could loosen, and the conservative base would get their first real grip on California in over 20 years. So who's actually in the lead right now? According to the latest polling, Democrat Katie Porter holds a slight edge at around 15.7%. Republican Chad Bianco is right behind her with 13%, followed by fellow Republican Steve Hilton at 11.3% and Democrat Xavier Becerra at 7.3%. Will California double down on its progressive legacy, or will it swerve right in a red shockwave? Every candidate here brings a vision and a trail of controversy behind them.